Now, as with the app, you can complete a new task by just clicking on Add Task. You fill in the name of the task, a description, assign it to somebody, assign a priority to it, the type you can assign. Then, where it says management measure, I would suggest that you do not select this section. And the reason for that is if your task fails at the end of the day, if the person doesn't address this task by the due date, it will fail the management measure that you selected as well. It will actually create a failure against that management measure. So, unless if you want to directly link it to a management measure that you want to track that specific management measure through the tasks, rather not select any management measures because you do have a risk of failing a management measure that wasn't even due when a task fails. The due date is by when you want it done. The comments and notes is for the user that received the task, so they normally fill that in. And then you can upload files if you want to, and you can add multiple files. So you can choose another file and another file. So you can add multiples here and save it. Once you save it, it will actually go and sit under the name of the person that you assign it to. So it works exactly the same as the app. You assign it, you give a due date, and you save it, and it will sit under the name of the person that was assigned to. If the task is raised in a checklist, which we have seen, you can select task when you do a checklist when something needs to be corrected. It will sit under review task. The administrator will receive an email saying that there's a specific task that came in. And the reason why it sits there is because the user that did the checklist did not know when this task needs to be done, and they also did not know who to assign it to. So all they did is they raised a red flag saying something needs to be fixed. The administrator is the only person that will see the review tasks tab. And they will go in, they will click on review, and then they will make sure that they can actually assign it. Let's assign it to this person with a specific priority, and they will assign it to a specific element so that you can do trend analysis on it, leave management measure, due date, leave comments for the user to be able to tell us what they've done. We don't have a document added, and then we can say save. If there was a picture taken in this specific checklist, the picture would be added to this task as well so that the user can see what it's all about. You will see it moved from review task to new task, and now it sits under the person that it was assigned to. Again, you as an end user will see your tasks under my tasks, and then the rest of the tasks that's assigned to different people here if you have the access. What you see currently is my actual access as the master user, so your administrator will see the same as what I see here. So if I want to go in and complete the task, I will do it through delegated, because here I can see all the tasks assigned to different people, and I can complete it as that person, but as the master user, if that makes sense. So just for the sake of this discussion, I want to show you that if I'm a user, I will go in under the username or my tasks, but it will look the same. So what will happen is I will go on to edit. I will make my note. Let's say it's fixed. I can also add a file or picture to it, and I can save it. Okay, so you will see I have successfully edited it, but it doesn't mean it's closed. The reason why we do that is because we have multiple comments that we can make, and it might be progressive how we close the actual task and not in one go. But say for instance this task is now closed, and I'm happy that I have closed it properly. I can click on this block, and only the person that it is assigned to will be able to see this block and close it out. Now you will see that task will sit under closeout. So the task is under closeout. If I click on view detail, it gives me a change log. And this is important for audits. So it tells you what was the task, what comments was made, was there any files uploaded, and then when was the detail done. So it tells you when it was logged, and then it tells you who's made any changes to it, so that you can track if somebody has worked on a task, or if the administrator is just closing tasks and not actually fixing the problems. Also, what you'll see, as with checklists, you've got a tab here for email. So I can email this specific task to an email address, and they can click on it and open the task. They will actually receive a summary of the actual task if you want to do it that way. So this recurring verification, so if we have a section where we say we want a supervisor to verify what was done, then it will go under that section, but that's not available under any of these tasks that's raised. And that is tasks.